All right. Aries. There seems to be some sort of cleanse that you are going through. You could be literally cleaning everything, around you, and just like a spring clean, deep spring clean, but also within you. Spiritually, emotionally, I see like you are going through a very powerful emotional cleanse here. There's an outpouring of things that needed to be released from a while ago. And it's coming together in a way that you're going to find a lot of comfort, a lot of positivity at the end of all of this. There is something I see around you where there is a thought, a feeling, an expression that you have where you are wondering where you belong. Where do I belong is what I'm seeing. You can fit in easily. You can be a social comedian, a very, very good one, but at the same time, within you, even though on the outside you may appear to just blend in very well socially, or just with whoever in whatever environment, but there's something that also separates you that you feel a little bit different or detached from. And what I do see here, it shows it's a sign of your spiritual development and how strong you are growing. And it also shows that it is something that you must accept of yourself in order to have clarity, and for things to start to really form in a way that you want it to be, in that way, how you want to see things does show that it's coming through. But that I do see there's something here that wants you to accept everything about yourself. Because then it's like what's showing here, the universe is saying, yes, okay, you are now prepared, and we're letting it out. We're letting all of this flow for you. I get something very specific about rosy cheeks. Rosy, perhaps you get rosy cheeks, or some of you are blushing. Well, there's lots of compliments coming to you also for this week. I get something very specific about a TV. I don't know if your TV is going to go funny. There's like something about a TV. Again, I know that's specific, but like I see it go a little bit off or something. But then it's okay, You may take that as a sign. Yeah, and let me know how that resonates. Anyhow, it could be like a sign for your spiritual development, because sometimes that does happen. It can interfere with technology stuff. There's somebody around you that may blow things out of proportion, and it does show for you to prepare yourself for that. It's almost like you try to avoid it, but then this person just always sort of blows things out of proportion. It could be in your workplace, in your home, but it does show for you to try and avoid them as much as possible, because you don't want to be entangled in their messiness. And you don't want to be part of their story when they blow things out of proportion, if you know what I mean. Yeah. There is talk of getting you up the ladder, up the next level, or something like that. It's like something has been discussed, perhaps you've asked it, and now it's time to discuss it, or there's some meeting or interview, and I see that it is positive. It is very, very positive. There is somebody around your presence, that's someone that's very, very wise. They could be in the spirit world. I am seeing a mother figure, very warm. There's somebody that such warm, beautiful energy, hardworking. But what they had the most about them was their love, their compassion. There's a lot of compassion here. Compassion and the wisdom. Just, that's what made them rich, rather than you, rather than material side of things. Yeah, very interesting. That kind of beautiful person has come through. Okay, let's see what the cards have for you. Well, I do see like you're very lucky to have this kind of guidance, Aries, for you. Okay, Three of Swords. Aries, Aries, Aries. Aries, Aries. Okay. King of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. Three of Swords, King of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. This Three of Swords, I see this as something that it's in the distance. But it has prepared you to be very strong and committed and ready and follow your passions as well, and follow the right kind of advice, because you've come from something that perhaps was some hardship, sorrow, heartache, that I see you want nothing more than to leave that completely behind you, but you've learned a lot from that. And I do see there's a big supporter of yours around you here with the King of Wands. There is something here that I'm also seeing perhaps somebody with the Four of Pentacles jumping to your defense, your biggest supporter, your biggest defender. It's the kind of, yes, it's the energy that I see around you. There's something that you have been trying to manifest, and it's been sort of like start and stop, but it's kind of on the go now, and there is some kind of hesitation to perhaps invest in it, or your time and energy, if it's worth it. And I think it is. Oh, look at that. We have the Magician and the Ten of Pentacles, and it most certainly is. It most certainly is. So it's time to perhaps open your arms a little bit more, and surrender to what is meant to be for you, Aries. You have everything that it takes now to truly create what it is that you have envisioned for yourself, for your life, for your path. And there's something about, I see popularity as well, something about you being renowned for something, there's this positive energy around you, and a lot of momentum I'm getting as well. Whatever it is that you are about to establishing, you are receiving so much prosperity from this here with the Ten of Pentacles. I also get very strong communication coming through that is a big yes, the answer that you've been waiting for. And also here the Magician, you're also no longer hiding. Find sorry. Sometimes I stumble on my words. So many messages do come through. You find your confidence here with the Magician. You find your confidence, and I see you rising up, and you know that what is yours, you are receiving. What you have been building on, you're starting to, reap the rewards of that here with the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Something has been long lasting. Everything that's happening now is going to be long lasting. It is something that I do get perhaps you were hiding away from before, but as you put everything together and go forward, nothing can stop you whatsoever. And there is very, very strong connection, something that is a very, very strong bond, strong union, something that you will always have, always in your heart. And that could be that energy we were picking up on before as well. But I see security here with the Six of Cups. It is things, your imagination is very, very powerful. And it's coming through in the physical form, what you are putting out there. I do see that, there is luck around you, but also, along with abundance, of course, but also this, you have support. and the right attitude and everything. Everything here is you're ticking all the right boxes for yourself and your plans going forward, Aries. I'm loving this. Thank you so much.